はい、ということで今はノルマンディーのガロティエールのところに来ています。シードルですね。今日から1週間ぐらいお世話になるので、またちょこちょこ動画を回していこうと思います。リンゴなので今までの畑とはだいぶ雰囲気が違いますね。見えるかな。ちっちゃいのがまだ青いけどいくつかなってます。今はドメーヌの敷地内ですね。あっちに建物があったりちょっと畑があったり、ちょっとつっても相当広いけど、またちょこちょこ動画は撮ろうと思います。
Je vais m'arrêter pour expliquer, mais c'est que des pommiers.
Pommiers aussi.
Oui.
Ils sont plutôt.
Oui, il n'y a que du pommier.
C'est une race.
On va dire là-haut. On va y aller. Voilà. On va y aller, vous en faites pas.
Non, mais je m'en fais pas. C'est parce qu'on les a vus petits. Vous avez les plantés.
D'accord.
Là, là-haut. Je me demandais d'ailleurs qu'est-ce que c'était.
Ok, ben
Des vignes.
je vais expliquer.
What kind of name this apple?
What time they are ready?
Yeah.
That's from September.
Okay.
Till this is early variety here. And to make the prestige, we have the one on the back of the field here, where you have the co.
Okay.
Ice funk.
Okay.
This can be the same varieties.
Okay.
But we have plant A-seed apples.
Uh-huh.
So A-seed apples are mainly for apple juice.
Okay.
For apple juice and a tiny percentage on the cider.
Okay.
But we have a tiny tree where you have work Saturday. They are to make the cider.
Okay.
So I was explaining that because of the 15 years that are hard for a company, we have another kind of apple trees, the ones here.
Yeah.
That's long trunk.
Yeah.
It's not the same roots.
Okay.
From another variety, so it's a very weak roots. So it doesn't make a massive trunk.
Okay.
And so that's a low tree, and it takes only 7 years to have plantation.
7 years.
To have fruits. Ice funk.
Okay.
This can be the same varieties.
Okay.
But we have plant A-seed apples.
Uh-huh.
So A-seed apples are mainly for apple juice.
Okay.
For apple juice and a tiny percentage on the cider.
Okay.
But we have a tiny tree where you have work Saturday. They are to make the cider.
Okay.
Different varieties here.
30 different.
30.
Okay.
We class
So
them,
many variety.
yeah, and we class them in 3 categories.
Okay.
Bitter, bittersweet, and acid.
Okay.
And so we use mainly bittersweet apples here. And that's why the cider here is soft, not too acid, not too bitter.
Okay. What the three category? Bitter,
Bittersweet,
bittersweet,
and acid.
acid.
Acid. Acidity.
Acid.
Acid.
D'accord. Here apple is the acid.
Yeah.
Acid. Okay.
Not everything, but
Not everything,
few
okay.
lines are acid apples. Jus d'or, we call it Jus d'or, and Rimbaud, and that's the variety that are great for apple juice
Okay.
for us. Because I think apple juice has to be acid and light.
Okay.
Voilà. Hop. Là vous êtes pas à l'ombre, on va pas rester trop longtemps parce que il fait un peu chaud.
Ouais. Photograph is apple name.
No, Portograph is like for the wine, you know, you have the vegetal part and the roots part. You know, it's not the same.
Soil? No.
It's, I don't know, when you create the vine, you have two plants that you assemble together.
Okay.
The French, the variety,
Okay.
and the American,
American,
to
okay.
resist to phylloxera.
Okay.
So
Okay. I know.
Portograph is
American part.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
photograph.
Yeah.
And after.
And after you have the clone.
Clone.
Clone,
Okay.
you have the la greffe.
Okay.
Because port means lift, so it lift la greffe.
Okay.
And so yeah, and the greffe makes the variety.
Okay.
And the roots part can be, you can put the same root for all the variety.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
Because like for the wine, we have a malady, we have a disease on the soils,
Yeah.
and so the French variety don't resist to it.
Yeah.
So we had to import the root part from another continent to resist that phylloxera. While I was talking, there was a rabbit running behind the
Okay.
trailer. But it was too fast to say, oh, a rabbit. We are lucky because today is not a big day.
Yeah.
Last week I make 5 tours like that.
5 tours. Okay.
It took 2.5 hours. From 3
So
to
many.
5.5. So yeah, only 2 today is great.
Okay. So you say you have the 30 kind of apple.
Yeah,
So under 3 category, bitter,
Yeah.
sweet, acidity.
yeah,
So acidity used for apple juice.
yeah.
So prestige, cube prestige is
No, it's
bitter.
bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
Here all the AOP,
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
Pays d'Auge has a majority of bittersweet.
Okay.
And so we have a majority of bittersweet apples.
Okay.
Maybe for 30, because we have 30 different, but we have 6 main variety.
6 main
Yeah.
variety.
Okay.
And the 20 other few trees here in another part.
Okay.大きいタンクから小さい20リットルのタンクに移す作業をしてます。Bonjour. Bonjour.
Donc le cidre est arrivé ici,
Ok.
et maintenant je vais le mettre dans l'alambic.
Mhm. Ah, ok. Ah, très bien.
Et là on va allumer.
Ah, ok. Mhm.プラスチックのタンクで発酵の終わったのみの液体を蒸留機で蒸留させると。
Donc nous sommes dans le pays d'Auge, ici.
Ok,
C'est le
Pays d'Auge.
Calvados du pays d'Auge.
Ok.
Donc c'est une double distillation.
Ok.
Pour
Double
faire,
distillation.
voilà, comme un cognac.
Ah, comme un cognac.
Voilà.
Ok.
Alors que le reste du Calvados,
Mhm.
lorsque c'est marqué Calvados sur l'étiquette, c'est que c'est
Mhm.
simple distillation.
Ok.
Si c'est avec Calvados du Pays d'Auge, c'est obligatoirement double distillation.
OK.
Donc, première distillation,
Yeah.
on distille du cidre
Yeah.
et on va obtenir un alcool intermédiaire qui
Ok.
s'appelle la Petit eau,
Petit eau. OK.
qui va faire entre 28 et 30% d'alcool.
30% alcool.
Ouais, entre 28 et 30. Between
28,
28
okay.
to 30% alcohol. Depends of the percentage of the cider.
OK.
If the cider is high level alcohol,
Yeah.
it's more 30. If it's if it's 5.5, it will be 28. You prefer in English or in French?
I want to more understand, so English is better. Yeah. Thank you.
So the first distillation,
Yeah.
we distill cider during 2 hours.
2 hours?
During 2 hours, there's nothing, just
okay.
getting warm.
OK.
After 2 hours, when here you see it's 22 degrees. When it will be 75,
75. OK.
the gas will go slowly, and the distillation will begin. So the first vapor who goes on the top will be the heads. First, so we distill slowly to make escape the heads.
OK.
And after the distillation will go during 8 hours.
8 hours. OK.
8 hours.
8
yes.
hours.
Yeah. In the beginning, it's about 55% alcohol.
Okay.
And when it's 14, we stop to go with Petit eau, and it goes back with cider.
OK.
Okay.
8 hours comme ça.
8 hours eating the cider.
Eating cider. OK.
Until there is no alcohol in the cider.
OK.
And we will distill 6 times cider to have enough Petit eau to make Calvados, to make what we
Calvados.
call the good eating.
Good eating. OK.
Good eating, the la bonne chauffe, in French, la bonne chauffe.
La bonne chose.
And when we do la bonne chauffe, we make Calvados.
OK.
We distill Petit eau to make Calvados.
OK. So finish the 8 hours. So after inside the barrique.
No, after
No.
inside a tank
And the tank.
and the tank, we keep Petit eau
OK.
until we have 1,000. Our alembic is 1,500 liters.
OK.
We need to have 1,500 liters to make the good eating.
OK.
And when we have enough, we make the good eating to make Calvados.
OK.
We will try Calvados 70%, but at 11, not now.
OK.
So the alembic is full. So we shout.
OK.
I regular the gas because when I don't want it warm too much in the beginning.
Oh,
Look, this is when it will be at 75. Now warm
Warm.
to get hot, and when it will be hot, it will heat slowly to
Okay.
make good alcohol.
OK.
And after I will open the water to but I don't open now. I have time. I have 2 hours to open the water to fresh
OK.
the alcohol.
OK.
Do you want now to go and see our auction?
Oh yeah?
Make around all our orchard
Yeah,
with the car.
yeah.
1987.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple.
This is Pile apple trees.
Pile apple tree.
My favorite
Okay.
variety of apple.
Uh-huh.
We pick them with the umbrella. This one, all these apple trees, we pick them with the umbrella
Yeah.
to make prestige cider.
Okay. Prestige. Okay.
There's not a lot of apples inside this year, but a little bit, little bit.
Okay.
Small harvest.
Small
but
harvest.
if the harvest is small, there will be more sugar.
Ah, okay.
The sugar level will be more important
More
because there's not a lot of apples per tree.
Okay.
Okay. So when it's like that, when we want to have a medium level alcohol, we find some apple trees who have a lot of apples
Yeah.
and someone who have not a lot of apples, and we mix together to have the good level of sugar to make the cider I want to do.
Okay. $1987.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple.
This is Pile apple trees.
Pile apple tree.
My favorite
Okay.
variety of apple.
Uh-huh.
We pick them with the umbrella. This one, all these apple trees, we pick them with the umbrella
Yeah.
to make prestige cider.
Okay. Prestige. Okay.
There's not a lot of apples inside this year, but a little bit, little bit.
Okay.
Small harvest.
Small
but
harvest.
if the harvest is small, there will be more sugar.
Ah, okay.
The sugar level will be more important
More
because there's not a lot of apples per tree.
Okay.
Okay. So when it's like that, when we want to have a medium level alcohol, we find some apple trees who have a lot of apples
Yeah.
and someone who have not a lot of apples, and we mix together to have the good level of sugar to make the cider I want to do.
Okay.
This is a local acid apple. This
Acid apple. Okay.
one. 2007.
2007. Okay.
Yeah. So it's about 15 years old.
50 years old. Okay.
But this year is a very bad year for this field. There has been no flowers because of the wind, of the rain.
Okay.
Just two varieties of apple who have apples, but the other one don't have.
How old for use cider and juice? Minimum how old?
How old? For the trees? No?
Yeah, for the tree.
For the small one, the small trees like that, the 4 year after you plant them, you have a little bit of apple.
Okay.
6 years it begins to be quite good, and
Okay.
10 years you have the full harvest.
Okay.
I think in this one there must be apple.
10 years trees you use for cider.
Even after 5 years, if there are apples, we can use them. yeah.
Okay.
This one, you have.
Apple.
Yeah. This is a very good variety of apple. This is Marie Ménard. Very, very sugar apple.
Okay.
We use it for pomo.
Pomo.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because it's a bitter apple and very sugar apple. It's a good apple for pomo. think you've quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
More apples
more
in this
apples.
area, yeah.
What the kind of this soil?
What the kind of
Soil?
feuille?
Soil?
Soil.
Yeah.
This is clay here.
Clay. Okay.
Clay.
So all vineyard is clay.
All this part is clay,
Yeah.
and the other part is more limestone.
Limestone. Okay.
And this is east-south exposition,
Okay.
and the other one is more northwest exposition.
Mm-hmm.
So there is more sugar on the other part than in this one.
Okay. Total how many hectares?
45 hectares.
45 hectares. Okay.
30 big trees like that,
Yeah.
and 15 of small trees.
Okay.
And this is Judah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go and see around if you want.
Okay.
.リンゴの木の下に牛がいますね。
Send this one.
Okay. Oh, more apple.
Yeah, more. I think an apple tree like that, it's half a ton of apples.
Okay.
Not good at all
Okay.
for the moment.
Can I eat?
If you want. It's more vegetable now. It's acid and
Yeah, more acid.
no only acidity.
Thai.
No fruit. No. But it will come with the sun in October. It will be more sugar.
Yeah, more sugar. Okay.
The cows will eat
Oui.
them. So we put the cows until the end of August
Okay.
to eat the grass.
Mm-hmm.
After we clean with the tractor
Okay.
before the harvest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And after we wait until they fall down,
Mhm.
and we come every 2 weeks,
Mhm.
every 3 weeks to pick the apples who have been falling down.
Okay.
Because the apples is ripe
Mm-hmm.
when it fall down.
Okay.
You know amidon? No?
Amidon? No.
Amidon. What is in potatoes?
Yeah.
When it's not ripe,
Mhm.
there is amidon.
Mhm.
When the apples fall on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
no more. All amidon is transformed to sugar.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You have a small first soil,
Yeah.
which is fertile,
Yeah.
14 centimeters,
Okay.
and after it's clay with stone.
Mm-hmm.
This is the particularity of this soil.
Okay.
And red clay, you have red
Red clay.
and green clay.
Mm-hmm.
When it's green clay, it's not good for the apple trees because it's
Okay.
too wet.
Okay. To wait.
Red clay
Mm-hmm.
is the particularity of Pays d'Auge,
Mm-hmm.
and this is it keeps the water in August in summer,
Okay.
but it can be if it's very dry, it makes it separate,
Okay.
and sometimes the trees have problems to live because
Okay.
it's too big fence.
Okay.
But this is our soil from this spot.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But you can take if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, limestone.
See, no.
Okay, this is kalki.
Mixed between the both. This is upper side and down side.
Okay. Okay.
South exposition, and the trees are they have space. There are lights. So this is the one where we make cuvée les buts.
Cuvée les buts. Okay.
This line has a lot of apples.
Okay.
See?
Ah.上の蒸留が終わった後はこの大きいステンレスタンクに入れて、この時点ではアルコールが 70% で透明ですね。で終わったらあっちのでかい木だるに入れて2年間熟成させた後にポモ用とカルバドス用で分けるらしいです。
This is one of our Calvados cellar.
Okay.
I think the one where there are the most new barrel.
Okay. New barrel.
Yeah, very old one and big one. Old one but small one. And 10 years old barrels.
Okay.
New one. And there the other here a lot of new one.
Okay.
When we sell young Calvados, we put them in young barrels to have vanilla flavor.
Vanilla flavor?
Yeah,
Okay.
to an oak flavor, because we don't. The color of our Calvados is natural, so we need new barrel to give a beautiful color to the Calvados. And so we make a blend between new barrel and old barrel. When I take the Calvados from the big one, I put a part in new one and a part in old one.
Yeah.
And after, when I prepare 3 years old Calvados, I take one part of the one part of new barrel and one part of old barrel to have to choose for because if I take only this one, it would be too woody and too vanilla flavor. If I take the other one, it's not enough woody and not enough. So I have to make the balance between the apple flavor and the vanilla flavor and the wood flavor.
Okay.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai là?
若いカルバドスを作るときは若いキタルを使うと。 バニラフレーバーとウッド感のバランス。OK。
We'll begin by the other cellar. There's not young one here.
OK。
In the other one I have young one. This is Calvados from 2019.
2019。
The passed in new barrel.
New barrel。
No, I mistook. It's 15. I'm not a long time in the barrel.
15。
Yeah, perhaps another one. Super neat. Perhaps not enough. Yeah, you smell the barrel. So very woody, very.
deep. Woody and then deep.
So I have to blend it with another one
OK。
from the same year, which
OK。
is less woody. Because I think for me it's too woody. Perhaps not for you.
Yeah, a little bit woody.
Mm.
Yeah. So you choose Assam, right?
Mm.
OK。
But it's quite sweet. Because I think it's more than 60% alcohol.
OK。
But it's quite sweet. I think. This one I bought it.
Yeah.
It just arrived last week.
Last week.
It's empty for now.
Okay.
But I will fill it with old Calvados
Yeah.
to make like our 20 years old Calvados to have a very ruby color. I asked Mr. Allary, which is the barrel maker. I make it test my Calvados, and I say I would like a barrel to make this sort of Calvados, and he made this barrel for me to put 15 years old Calvados to wait 5 years until it's 20 to have a very color and very ruby and very intense Calvados for that.
Okay.
And I do the same thing with the other barrel mender, Valérie de Frièche, which is Norman barrel mender, maker, barrel maker. And tomorrow I will go and take two barrels to make the same thing, and I will compare with the two barrels maker the difference in 2, 3, 4 years.
Okay.
This is 2016.
More soft aroma.
Because this is the second Calvados. In this is the first Calvados I put in the new barrel.
Yeah.
In this one I have put another Calvados for 2 years, and I put it, mix it with another one, and I put the second one. So there is wood, less wood, but quite a nice color.
Okay.
This is Pomo.
Pomo.
This is empty.
Alright.
It's an old barrel. I have to. It has a problem, so I can't fill it.
Okay.
So for 80% of the apples,
Yeah.
we wait that they are ripe, that they fall on the ground,
Okay.
and we pick them with this machine or the small one, and we make a blend in the field.
Okay.
We go in the field and we blend different kind of apple, bitter apple, bitter sweet, sweet and acid apple.
Okay.
Depends of what we want to do.
Okay.
If we want to make apple juice, we will blend 80% of acid apple with 20% of sweet apple.
80%. 80% acid.
Yes.
Acid.
Yeah. For apple juice, yes. And if you want to make cider, We will take 15% of acid apple, 20% of bitter apple, and the rest of bittersweet and sweet apple.
Okay. Oops.
So we make a trailer with about 8 tons of apple.
Okay.
We empty it here. We empty the trailer here. The apples are getting up here.
Okay.
This is a washing machine for the apples.
Washing machine. Okay.
We wash the apples. And after we understand, we
Yep.
throw away all the bad apples. We only keep the good apples.
Ah, okay.
By
You
hand.
select
You
good
select.
apple by hand.
But yes, if it's
Okay.
if it's rust apple, we throw them away.
Okay.
After the apples fall down again in water,
Yeah.
it gets up here, and at the top they are crush
Okay.
apple, and we make we fill this tank of crush apple,
Okay.
and we wait 2-3 hours before we press them.
Okay. 2-3 hours is pressing. Press.
Yeah, 2-3 hours until the crush apple is red.
Okay.
Oxidation. It's a tradition from Pays d'Auge to make that,
Okay.
and it gives a better color to the cider. And it's oxidation. Tannin.
Tannin, yeah.
Yeah, the tannin are free when it's for 2-3 hours with the air.
Okay. So you choose a good apple and crush and 2-3 hours stay. Is separate apple separate? No.
No, we mix
Mix.
we mix in the field when we pick the apples.
Ah, in the field is
we
mix.
mix the trailer with the good proportion of the
Okay.
apples
Okay.
to make one tank.
Ah, to make one tank. Okay.
8 tons. 8 tons. It's one tank of 5,000 liters.
Okay. 8 tons. 8 tons, 5,000 liters. Okay.
After there is a pump here,
Yeah.
and we throw the apple pulp in the press. This
Okay.
is the press. And we press during 2 hours and a half.
Okay. 2 hours and a half. Okay. 2 hours and a half pressing.
And the juice is going to the tank during the press.
Okay.
What we have is mousse de pomme. apple, cleaning through the bad apples, crash, 3 hours, press, and we have apple most.
Okay.
Apple most, if we want to make Pommeau de Normandie, we will mix it with 25% of Calvados,
25% Calvados.
and we put it in barrel,
Okay.
and we wait here 3 years in barrel before we sell it.
Okay.
Just for us. For to be called Pommeau, you can only wait 14 months. It's written 18, but now to be called Pommeau de Normandie, you can call it Pommeau after 14 months.
14 months. Okay.
But we prefer to leave it 3 years in barrel. We
That's 3
think
years.
it's better.
Okay. Okay.
If we want to make apple juice, we take the mix of 80% acid apple, 20% of sweet apple, and we have to pasteurize. We clear it a little bit. We wait until it's decantation.
Okay. Okay.
And after we heat it at 80 degrees and pasteurize and put in bottle when the juice is hot in the bottle, so
Okay.
it's keep.
Okay.
After, if we want to make cider, it's the most difficult for us.
Okay.
We put the apple most in the tank, and after a few days, there is a natural process in the apple. In the cider apple, there is not in eating apples.
Yeah. Yeah.
In cider apples, there is a lot of pectins and calcium, and pectin and calcium make a sort of jam that we call chapeau brun, brown hat, chapeau brun.
Chapeau brun. Okay.
Brown hat
Okay.
in English. So after a few days, pectin, calcium make a sort of jam, and with the first bubbles of the fermentation,
Okay.
goes from the bottom of the tank to the top of the tank. When this brown hat is on the top, we take the clear juice under, and we take the clear juice, we put it in another tank.
Okay.
And the brown hat, we throw it away because it's not good. There is a lot of nitrogen inside,
Okay.
and when the brown hat is very compact, we keep a lot of nitrogen, and after that's good for us because after the cider will ferment slowly.
Okay.
If there is a lot of nitrogen, the yeast will multiply, and the fermentation will be very quick.
Okay.
If we when we clear correctly the juice, the fermentation is slow. That's what we are looking for. Because we want to have aromatic cider, and if the fermentation is quick, it's not aromatic, it's dry
Okay.
and not very complex. When it's slow, there is more complex aroma.
Okay.
Okay? So the fermentation is continuing. When we are from here to here,
Yeah.
from here to here, we take the juice 3 times from one tank to another tank to continue to clear the juice.
Okay.
And if we wait until there is half of the fermentation made, if we put it in bottle, we will have sweet cider. If you know density, density, it's the sugar. It's
Sugar,
we
okay.
measure it with that. Put it in the liquid,
Okay.
and it's say this was not correct. And we measure the quantity of sugar with that. when we are at 1028, if we put it in bottle, it's sweet cider.
Okay.
If you wait a little bit longer between to 1025 to that, it will be semi-sweet cider. And if we wait more until that, we will have dry cider.
Okay.
And if we wait until there is no sugar left, this is distilling cider to make Calvados.
Okay. To make
When it's 1000, it's because there is no sugar left.
no sugar. This is 28 gram per liter.
No, it's the double. When the density is 128, the sugar is 56
Per liter.
Grams per liter.
Gram per liter.
Here it's 36.
36. Okay.
About. It's not.
About yeah. You're testing and you decide.
No, after we can analyze, but
Okay.
Normally it's 1 point for 2 gram. 1
Okay.
point density for 2 gram.
Okay.
And the cider we are making is a natural sparkling in the bottle. So when the cider is ready to put in bottle, all this process is made with the local yeast,
Okay.
natural yeast. You see that black rust on the walls are the yeast of this farm.
Okay.
So we make the first fermentation with our yeast. And when we put the cider in bottle, we filter the cider, and we add selected yeast to make the second fermentation in the bottle,
Okay.
and to have the natural bubbles in the bottle. We call it prise de mousse naturelle en bouteille.
Second fermentation is in the bottle.
In the bottle,
Okay.
yes.
It's
It's not a full fermentation. Just
Okay.
There is always sugar left in the bottle.
Okay. Okay.
But we don't add gas in the bottle, and we don't pasteurize.
Okay.
This is natural process.
Okay. First fermentation is 3 times change tank.
Yes,
Yeah,
3-4 times. It depends of the speed of the fermentation.
Okay.
Here we measure every week the
Okay.
fermentation, and if it's quite quick,
Yeah.
we take the juice, we put it in another tank,
Okay.
and we throw away what is down.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's slow, we don't touch because we can stop the fermentation, and we don't want to stop it.
Okay.
We want it to be slow, but we don't want to stop it.
Okay.
Often in the beginning of in October, November, often it's quick. But when it's December, January, the weather it's more cold.
Yeah.
So it's slow. The fermentation is slow.
Okay.
We don't want that it stop because sometimes it stop and it doesn't start again.
Okay.
So we if it's slow, we don't put it in another tank.
Okay.
We before we put every month we make an analyze. We analyze the acidity, the malolactic transformation. You know malolactic?
Yeah.
We try to be very clean, and that the malolactic is not made when we put it in bottle. But sometimes it's due. It's not. We can put it in bottle even if it's done.
Okay.
But it's more cider is. There's not a lot of acidity, not a lot of alcohol, so it's fragile. It's it can have ill. So we have to be very prudent, very careful,
Okay.
and we keep the cider in the tanks at low fermentation,
Okay.
low temperature.
The temperature, yeah.
All these tanks are temperature regularized.
Okay. Okay, you choose malolactic fermentation in the steel tank.
We prefer when it's not done. We prefer to make it in bottle.
In the bottle.
Yeah, we prefer when it's not done when we put it in bottle.
And not you prefer is no malolactic fermentation in
the tanks. But we like when it's done in bottle.
You prefer is do
because malolactic will transform the acidic taste to the more sweet taste.
More sweet taste, yeah.
So we like it. But if it's not done before we put in bottle, we have a risk of ill on the cider. So we have to control the acidity to put more acid apples, and the typicity of our cider is less good when it's done when we put it in bottle.
Okay.
So when we can, we put the cider in bottle before the malolactic is done.
Okay.
And as we make natural fermentation in the bottle, all we have to do all between that and that. Normally, all our cider are in bottle at the 1st of June.
Okay.
We don't like to put cider in bottle in summer. We prefer that we put it in bottle when the temperature is less hot.
Okay.
This year we finished to put in bottle in the beginning of May.
Beginning of May, okay.
Last year we finished later.
Okay.
Depends of the year, the condition of the... That's why all our tanks are empty now, nearly, except for the pressure, for the tap cider.
Okay, so you finish the first fermentation and after bottling, do the malolactic and second fermentation. So you finish first fermentation and in the bottling, so you put in the another like you do the dosage, plus more sugar in the bottling.
Plus ou moins?
Plus more like sugar or yeast and so.
We had yeast.
Yeah.
And a little bit of sulfite.
Sulfite? What is sulfite?
Sulfite.
Sugar? No.
Soufre. Yeah, soufre.
Sugar?
Soufre. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And after we put the bottles in a fresh room to get the pressure slowly.
Okay.
We need to at least 2 months before we sell it, but mostly it's 4 or 5 months before we sell it.
Okay.
And when it's to go to Japan, we prefer to send a cider which is 6-8 months in bottle before we sell it.
Okay.
To be sure that on the boat the fermentation is not going again and make pressure in the bottle.
Okay.
Other questions?
And this is zero shoot, no
sugar.
no sugar, and you
We distill.
Calvados
Yeah.
and
It's
vinegar.
about 7% alcohol when it's here.
Okay.
And we distill to make Calvados. And we distill when we make Calvados, it's 70% alcohol at,
Yeah, yeah,
at the end of
and,
the alembic.
Uh-huh.
And after the processing of aging Calvados.
Okay.
But we are not a very small number of producers who make the second fermentation in the bottle.
Okay.
Now a lot of producers, when they put in bottle, they add gas.
Gas. Mm-hmm.
They put gas in the bottle without yeast to have directly bubble cider after the bottling machine.
Okay.
But we are very not a lot of producers to make this method. It was the traditional method 20 years ago, or 50 years ago, or 100 years ago, but now we are not allowed to continue to do that.
Okay.
Only all the AOP cider,
This.
for the AOP cider, it has to be natural sparkling in the bottle.
Okay.
But if you see farm cider, you can put gas if you want.
Okay. This method you talk method is only AOP.
Not only, but
Not only.
it's an obligation for AOP.
AOP cider. Okay. 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 Thank you. So.
For the brand hat to clear the juice, because fiberglass, this is fiberglass, this is transparent. We know exactly when we have to take the juice to put it in another tank. Stainless steel, we don't see as well as in this tank.
Okay.
We prefer this one for the first transfer.
Okay.
Because sometimes there is a brand hat here and there is one and we wait until all is very compact on the top to take the juice to put it in another tank.
Okay.
And so this is 5,000 liters.
5,000 liters.
Yeah. Okay, one trailer of apple. It makes sense that. And after we blend. When the juice is clear, we test different tanks and we mix 3 tanks of this one to make one big tank like that.
Okay.
Except for Les Buts. Les Buts, it's only 1 tank.
Okay.
And for Prestige, it's this about 8,000 tank.
Okay.
About 10,000 bottles for Prestige. But all the other one which we sell more, we put these tanks which are, this is about 18,000 bottles for 1 tank.
80,000 bottle. Okay.
And this is the regulation temperature for every tank.
Control temperature.
But now it's not, they are all empty, so
Okay, yeah.
you don't need it now. And this is a pressure tank. This is the tank for tap cider. It's in pressure inside. So this is a new one. So this one is not a lot. Just beginning to have pressure, but not a lot.
Okay. Okay, so first fermentation is how many months? About
At least 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Mm-hmm.
But the cider we put in bottle in May, we are made in December. December, January, February, March, April.
5 months.
Well, 4 months.
4 months to 5 months. Okay.
The first cider we make in October, it's quicker, and the last one we make in December, slower.
Okay. Okay. And after bottling is
all the
6 and
bottling is
8.
made,
And after bottling
After
is 6.
we begin to sell the 2023 harvest now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes. The demi-sec is still the 2022.
2022. Okay.
And Prestige 2022, because Prestige, we sell it only when it's 1 year in bottle.
Okay.
And the Cuvée Début is 2 years in bottle before we sell it.
Okay.
And we have Elixir. Do you have test Elixir?
No.
It's a cider we disgorge.
Okay.
Like champagne, but we in the cider method, we keep sugar too. We put in bottle, flat bottle. After we put the bottle upside down, we turn them during 9 days, and after we have ice bag. We ice the top of the bottle, and we disgorge, and we put a cork.
Okay.
And this one we can keep it 2, 3, 4 years too.
Okay. Like same method, champagne.
Not the same, because we have still natural sugar.
Okay.
It's not
Still
all
natural.
fermentation, and we don't add liquor.
Okay.
It's we keep the natural sugar. We don't add liquor.
Okay.
We keep the natural sugar. We don't like very dry cider here.
Okay.
We prefer when it's a little bit sugar left. Yes.
Okay.